Isn't the lighting in here horrible? I need a lighting director and to do these blogs. Yesterday I went out with Andrea to this restaurant, and she pointed out she knew somebody she knew. I mean, Andrea knows everybody. She sees everybody. She knows them for 125 years. I don't recognize anybody. I don't recognize Andrea when she walks down the street. I'm in my own little world. It's called Las Vegas. That's where I'm at. I don't recognize anybody. I, Andrea lives at the in-laws' apartment, so I live here at the house. So I was driving over to pick up Andrea at the in-laws' apartment. Why she can't walk over the world, I'll never know. She lives 4 minutes away. I gotta pick her up. So I was late, like I'm always late. That's why I have this Movado watch. Has no numbers on it. That way, I can always say, I don't know what time it is. It has no numbers on it. So I get in the car. I'm driving to Andrea. As I'm driving, she hollers. She already started walking. She started walking to my house. And she started hollering, hey, I didn't see her. I'm driving. I'm driving down the road. I don't look at all the sidewalks. Who's walking on the sidewalks? I looked in the road. I look at the road. I got cars in front of me. That's why I'm looking. She said, don't you see me walking? I said, no. I'm driving. What? I'm driving here. I'm walking. So, if anybody knows what the hell I'm talking about. So, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm in a restaurant with Andrea, and she knows everybody. Oh, there's this one, that one, this. I don't know how she recognizes everybody. And then she points out somebody that she knows to me, that she knows, this is this person here, and when we go to Las Vegas, we see them in Las Vegas, whatever the hell it is. And she points out somebody over here, and one of the persons she pointed out over here was this fat girl. This girl was a fat girl, fat lady, fat girl, whatever it was. The girl was fat. I said, oh my God, look how fat that girl is. And then she said, that's her daughter. Her daughter was fatter than the girl. The mother was fat, and the daughter was fatter than the mother. I said, oh my God, look how fat they are. And then, shh, they know you're talking about them. I said, how do they know I'm talking about them? Well, because you're looking at them, you're talking about them. They hear you talking about them. I said, how could they hear me talking about them? The place has 25 people, 125 people in this restaurant. I said, why would they think I'm talking about them? Why doesn't everybody else think I'm talking about them? Because everybody else in the restaurant, they were fat too. It was a fat restaurant. Andrew took me to a fat restaurant. Everybody was fat in this restaurant. So how do they know that I was talking about them and I wasn't talking about everybody else because everybody else was fat? In fact, I was coming, oh my God, look how fat she is. I was the only skinny one in there. Nobody could see me. I was so thin. And here's the whole point. Andrea was upset that I was talking about how fat. That's terrible. You shouldn't say they're fat. What should I say? They're thick. They're meaty, they're big. What's the word? What is the word now? You can't say fat anymore. I do not understand. The mother was so fat, it was unbelievable. Why was she that fat? How could her husband be attracted to her? Maybe her husband likes fat people, fat girls. And the daughter was fatter than the mother. How could a young girl, a girl I guess in her 20s, maybe Jared's age, I don't know. Don't they read those magazines? I see the magazines. I see Cosmo and I see 16, whatever. When I go to the racks, the bookstores or drugstores, they have magazines, all skinny girls are on the magazines. Don't they read the magazines? You can't be fat, and not in this day and age. You got to be skinny, and not only for beauty and bullshit like that. I know Marty Morley's going to holler at me now, but for health, you got to be skinny. You can't be fat. You can't eat whatever you want. You got to eat peanuts and lettuce and carrots and whatever the hell it is. Yes, our minds, our stomachs say, hey, I'm hungry, I gotta eat something. So you eat blueberries, eat something healthy. You don't have to eat potato chips and cake. What's his name? Dr. Fish on the Howard Stern show. I talked about this before. He says, you want to lose weight? Stay away from pasta, bread, pizza, I think he said cookies and cake. He said 5 things. You can look on Dr. Fish's website. Pasta, pizza, cookies, cake, bread, something like that. Is that what these fat people are eating? And you took them to a fat restaurant. Everybody was fat. You shouldn't be that fat. So what I'm trying to tell you is, go to davestvempire.com. That's how because there's no fat people there. davestvempire.com. Not that there's anything wrong with fat people. davestvempire.com. Not only that, there was a fat comic named John Panay. He was fantastic. I saw him at the Desert Inn with Andrea and my friend Bruce, who's also fat. Oh, how dare you say I'm fat? At the Desert Inn. And it was with, I went to see Rip Taylor. And John Panay opened up for Rip Taylor. John Panay's a big fat comic, big and fat, and he makes all these fat jokes. And it was very funny. I like fat people that make me laugh. I don't know why fat jokes, and it made me laugh. I thought this guy's great. Now I don't like any new comics unless they make me laugh. Jay Leno's great, makes me laugh every night, and of course Don Rickles and Buddy Hackett, they're great. But new comics, when I watch those comedy shows, flipping channels like Comedy Network, there's nobody's funny. But this guy was great. I never heard of him. And it was so great that when I saw his CDs, when CDs were still out at the time, I would buy his CDs. He wasn't even a star. You probably never even heard of him, John Panay. Then I told my kid, I bought his DVD. And then I showed my kids, go watch this guy. He's fantastic, but nobody ever heard of him. But he was so funny. He dropped dead. You know why he dropped dead? Because he's fat. That's why. He was so big and fat, he dropped dead a month ago or 2 months ago. And I was so sorry to hear that. Because he was great. He was a great comedian. He was just big and fat, like Fat Jackie Leonard. You don't know who Jackie Leonard is. Fat Jack, they called him. But he was big and fat too. What do you want from me? You shouldn't be fat. You got to lose weight. And especially girls shouldn't be fat. They got to be skinny like the magazines. Then that's how you meet guys and you go to the prom and all the bullshit that girls, the wallflowers are, why can't I meet anybody? Because you're fat. Lose weight and look at the girls in the magazines. That's the way it is. Dove has those commercials. Oh, we're beautiful people. We're beautiful. We're beautiful. They're all big fat people there. It's like the girl that goes to the prom. The girls that go to the prom, they're all skinny hot girls. You got one big fat girl. They say, oh, you're so beautiful. Who are you kidding? That's why she's fat, because everyone's telling her she's beautiful. You got to lose weight. You got to lose weight to look good, and you got to lose weight for your health. Go lose weight, and then you start taking me to fat restaurants. Now go to Dave's TVM, because I'm going to make fun of all the people. Make fun. I'm going to say, oh, look how fat she is. And what do you say? That's terrible. You shouldn't say that. But they are. If the girl had blonde hair, I could say, oh, look at their blonde hair. Is that bad? They have blonde hair. If I say, oh, look at that redhead. Am I making fun because she has red hair? She has red hair. If I say, oh, look at that fat girl. How dare you say she's fat? Go to Dave'sTVEmpire.com. No fat people. Only skinny people go to Dave's. I don't care if you're fat or skinny. Just make me money. Dave'sTVEmpire.com. All the cash is there at Dave'sTVEmpire.com. And I'm reading posts on Facebook of celebrities that are on Facebook saying they lost their jobs. Big executives at big companies, they lost their job. I said, what are you nuts? I emailed them. I said, let's do business together. You no longer have to wait for the phone to ring. The world now is in a position where you create your own success. You create your own destiny. And that's all on Dave'sTVEmpire.com. I tell my kids, you want to be successful, do what successful people do. All successful people go to Dave'sTVEmpire.com. So go to Dave'sTVEmpire.com. All the deals are there. And let's make a lot of money together. Get in touch with me. Email me. Dave'sTVEmpire@Rogers.com. Email me right now. And I'm going to tell you how we can make a lot of money together. How we can make a lot of money together. Whether you're fat or skinny. Go to Dave'sTVEmpire.com. Goodbye. Just be skinny.